Welcome to this week's little blog. Working on the Mustang here. Got some LED lights for the instrument panel, so I'm going to just do those quick and then possibly get into some other things depending on how much I feel like doing tonight. So just going to show you, walk you through the steps on how to do it and get it done, and we'll see what happens. Okay guys, so I don't know if I showed in the last video, but I got my radio installed. I changed that out. I got a wiring diagram or wiring harness for it. I did not get the right one. I'm gonna have to order another one. I got one that it had two different connectors. The one connector was for the main power, ground, and then the amps. And the other one, I believe, was for all the speaker wires. And I got the one where you have to solder them together. And I was looking online, and most guys said that they had to go with the plug-in ones that they plug into for like the left hand, right hand. The word that I'm looking for has slipped my mind, but I need to get that style, so I'm gonna have to order that here pretty soon. So I just got this one. This radio I got from a junkyard, actually, from if you can remember back from when I had the Jimmy, I went to the junkyard. This is that same radio. It works decent. I mean, the volume on it is a little messed up, but other than that, it works good. Right now, I do not have sound coming from this speaker and or basically the driver's door. I do not have sound. Everything else is coming out good. This speaker, that speaker, and then the two rear speakers are perfectly fine. So I gotta figure that out. I think it has to do with how I wired it. So I'm gonna have to order that. But right now, I'm working on this. If I can work on it, get to it. I'm gonna take these two star screws out. It is a Torx bit. I'm not sure what the torque is, but it's got this torque bit here, so I'm just going to take them both out, and then there are I think 4 Torx that you have to take out that hold on the actual gauge cluster itself, and then there's a wiring harness on this side, and then on that side then there's 2 tabs you got to pull out, and on this you got to pull the light out, and then there's I won't do it, but it's kind of annoying, but there's a slot here, and you get a small screwdriver and pry up on it, and that pulls right out. So I'm going to get all that out. It's pretty easy. If you guys have any questions, just comment down in the bottom, and I'll gladly help you out with it. So I'm going to pull these out, and then I'll take it to my workbench and show you what I'm going to change. Okay, so got it switched around. I'll show you. Let me sit down in here. You can kind of see what it looks like. It's currently blue. And I have another cluster up there. I'll kind of show you what I did. So basically all you're going to do is there's the black tabs there. There's 5 of them. You're going to pull those off. They twist counterclockwise. And you twist them like a quarter or an eighth of a turn. And then you put LED lights in them. And I got... They're low profile LED lights. You can see here that they're low profile, so they don't stick out too far. These work really good for like autometer gauges too. So like the boost gauge that I have here, it takes like I think it's a 194 bulb. So like for like this here, you can pull that off and then put a LED bulb in it. So, but currently this is not wired up. The boost obviously works, but the actual gauge light itself does not work. But I plan on changing this anyways. I'm probably going to put this back to stock, and then I have a steering column mount here, and then also I just bought a mount here, so these are going to get removed, and then there's going to be 2 gauge pods that'll go in here, just to be a little different. And then also the one has a volt display right here, so I thought it was kind of cool. It was a little different. It was, I think, it 3D printed, to be honest with you, but I just got that. Hopefully it'll be here in the next, I'm going to say probably week or 2, It should be here, and then I can put that in. So got that going, but don't really have too much else going on right now. I figured out my issue with the Air Force gauge, the one that I have here in this box. I'm actually trying to sell. I didn't realize it at the time, but this is actually for a 05 and newer Mustang. So I'm going to try to sell this gauge that I have here. So if anybody wants it, please let me know. I'll probably sell it for like 150 bucks. So I got that. And then also the other one that I have, I just have the gauge itself, which is right here. And yes, I know the SVT logo is backwards. I was trying to clean up the white background, but this is actually, if you can read that, the FD is actually what I need for this year. This is good for 96 to 04. So this is the actual gauge that I need. So I went on to Air Force, the website, and got a new cable. I think it was like 30 bucks, so I have that coming. So that should be here shortly. And then got some brakes and stuff for my wife's car I got to do. I used 1A Auto, and there you can see 1A Auto, and I bought tie rod, 2 tie rods, brake pad and rotors, front and rear. So I'm gonna have to work on that. Her car didn't pass inspection due to the fact that the front brakes are basically shot. And then also I have headlights, front and rear, or front and rear. I just have the headlights and the markers. If anybody wants those, I put this brand new set on, and I'm probably gonna get rid of the front set here as well and go with like a smoked headlight down the road. And looking at these like rear marker here, you can get on eBay, which I'll put the link down in the description of this. For like 20 bucks, you can get whole new. They're like more like a smoked. So I'm gonna probably order those, and probably do a tin over this, and then do the sequential taillight kit. And then I was looking at this. I think I'm gonna get some of that wrap, and I'm gonna take this off, and I'm gonna basically wrap this and then cover up all the way down here, so it'll kind of look like I believe it's like the Mach 1 style, like the 99 to 04, where you can kind of black all this out. I'm gonna do that, and then that way I can fix this, and then down the road, if I don't like it, I can have this trunk repainted to fix my little paint issue there. But I think that'll look pretty decent. And eventually I'll probably do like a carbon fiber panel. I'll put a link in the description for that as well. There's a bunch of carbon fiber pieces that I was looking at, so I'm probably going to do that. So, but aside from that, didn't really get to work on the car too much this week, so I apologize for that. Hopefully this weekend I'll be able to work on it a little bit. I'm kind of just stuck in here. The weather's really crappy. Been snowing off and on last 2 days, so hopefully the end of the week, I think it's supposed to be close to the 80s, which is unheard of. So probably going to take this thing to work on Friday, and then Saturday have a little bit of time to mess around with it. I think I'm going to head to the junkyard, so going to probably do that. But right now I'm just going to probably wrap it up here, and we'll try to end it. Okay guys, so you just saw me show you about the gauge install with the LED lights. Wasn't too difficult to do, probably took me 15-20 minutes to do. I bought those LED lights on I believe it was Amazon or eBay, I believe actually. But I mean, they're made in China, but they work. I mean, for the price, I think it was like $5 or $6 for 20 of them. They work, and you make sure you get the shallow LED light. You don't want to get the really wide one or thick one, whatever you want to call it. But I think I'm going to probably end it here for the night. I'm going to go inside and try to mount a TV to the wall. I'm going to put that together. So I'm gonna do that, and then probably next you will see me probably end of the week. I know it's supposed to get warmer out, so probably gonna do that, and then probably take the car to work. So I'll probably do a little video about that. So, but I'm gonna stop it here, and we'll see you guys then. So next time you see me, it'll be the end of the week. Hey guys, good morning. It is Saturday. I'm currently on my way to the U-Pull-It, the junkyard. I went there before for some Jimmy parts a couple weeks ago. So I'm going back. I got to get a couple odds and end things that I want. So I'm going to do that. And then I got a whole list of things I need to get done today. So let's get going. And next stop will be the U-Pull-It. So let's get on it. Hey guys, so just pulling up to the U-Pull-It here. You can see it up on the left. It's called Eichelberger's U-Pull-It. There you can see it, there's a sign, and then there you can see all the stuff they have. So I'm gonna pull up in here, and you gotta pay $1 to get in. I explained this last time I was here, so I'm just gonna pull up in here and see what we can get into, and hopefully we can get some decent stuff for it. So let's do it. Man, look at this one. This one got creamed. Yeah, this one got creamed. Bunch of needs. I'm gonna have to do one of these in the little project vehicle. These things are kind of cool looking. This one's just sitting here. Doesn't look too bad. I mean, I don't know if the motor blew or what, but definitely looks pretty clean. Looks like it has exhaust on it. But yeah, it looks like it was pretty picked clean there. But yeah, it's not too bad. But yeah, I'm gonna keep on looking. Hey guys, welcome back. You can see I am back in the truck. Got everything basically I needed, aside from a couple things from my wife's car. Gonna have to just bite the bullet and probably pull it apart and see if I can fix some of the bulbs that are burnt out. I think I'm gonna have to solder some LED lights in or something, or I don't know what, but I'll figure something out. So I'm gonna do that, and we'll see what we can get into, and then also I'll show you everything I got for the car. I got the full rear and plastic and inserts and all that crap, so I got all that good. So let's just get home here, and I'll kind of lay everything out and show you what we got. I just got home. You can see I got little man out here with me. So I'm just going to kind of go through everything I got, and we'll see what we can get into. Hopefully I can throw the trunk stuff in here quick, and then I got to do a couple errands with the wife and come back and start working again. So let's do it. So I kind of laid stuff out here. Got the trunk parts. I got the mat laying over there. I got more piece of the trunk. This is for my wife's car. Torque arm or wishbone, whatever you want to call it. Got an HVAC controller, and then I got 2 cold air intakes. This is a BBK cold air intake. Then this one is just a regular, I'm not sure what brand it is, but it came on a V6, and I think my old neighbor, his grandson needs one, so just grabbed 2 of them just to see which one it would fit for him. So I got that going, and then in the back here I have HVAC control for my wife's car, and then I found this Lincoln LS billet grill for my buddy. He has one of those that he's fixing up, so I got that for him. And I got everything for 25 bucks, which I didn't think was bad at all. So I'm gonna start putting this stuff together and see how things look. So let's get on it. Guys, welcome back. got everything I needed done. Right now I'm just working out in the garage. Well, actually out in the grass here, prepping a panel for my wife's car. It goes right there. I'm not really sure. It's just like a door trim piece that it just doesn't have. So got one at the junkyard today, and I'm gonna prep it and paint it and just do a really quick rattle can job. Hopefully it turns out. I just used Duplicolor and got the exact same paint that I need for it. So I'm going to try to prep that quick, and you can see in the background I was working on the Mustang. I got half the exhaust off here, so got the, I think it was the driver's side, I got all off, and I was starting to put that on, and then I promised my wife I would get this done. So I'm going to do that first, and then I will start again working on the Mustang. So let's do this and see how it turns out. Okay guys, so here is the panel. I just put some 3M tape on, and I went and got this stuff right here, which is basically the same size as it was that I pulled off, and I ran out. So then I had some of this stuff laying around, and I just kind of finished it up here. So that should be good. There's a little bit of area that's messed up. It's like 3 inches or so, but shouldn't be a problem. And pulled this off today at the junkyard. So I'm gonna prep this, sand it down, and then paint it, and hopefully it turns out decent, and then I'll slap it on the car. Guys, so just gonna have to finish it, call it a night for right now. I got the passenger side exhaust on. Here you can kind of see it. Kind of got that on right there. The driver's side, I have it all hooked up. The pipe that goes from the H pipe or X pipe, whatever you have, to the cat back, there's a short piece. It's actually this piece right here. It's like 6 inches too short, and it needs like a 15-degree angle. Don't get worried. This is like a piece together piece piping. The axle back kit was actually from my white Mustang that I had, and then the other one I actually bought used. So it was kind of, who knows what the heck was actually on the thing. So and I think the one that I bought was actually for a newer style. I think it was for like the 9904. Not sure if that's any difference or not, but in this case I'm just gonna have to get like I think it's like a 15-degree bend. So I'm gonna get that tomorrow, and then hopefully tomorrow night, once I get everything done, I can throw that on and then button everything up. Hey guys, welcome back. It is Sunday evening, and as you can see, I'm back in a coat. It was about 82 yesterday, and now it's down to in the low 30s. So this PA weather just freaking sucks. So, but I'm back in the garage here, just working on some things in the garage, and I'll just kind of get you up to speed on what I was working on. So let's do it. Okay guys, so I was working on my wife's panel. I painted this last night, and tonight I was just all I did was I put a couple coats of clear on it, and this is the paint I used. This is the clear. It's the Duplicolor clear coat finish, and then this is the paint I used. You just get it at any Advance or auto parts store. But yeah, it turned out really good. I'm really happy with it. I'm gonna wet sand it probably. I mean, it's kind of probably overkill, but definitely looks pretty good. I mean, there is a couple spots down here that you can see that just isn't perfect, but I mean, you're not gonna really see it. This is the top of it, and then this is gonna be the bottom, so you're not even gonna really be able to see that down there, but you can kind of see how it's kind of messed up a little bit along here. But I screwed up. Like I said before, I am not a good painter at all, but I do what I can with the tools I got. So I mean, I'm sure everybody else is like that as well. So, and then I was working on the Mustang, switching gears. I was working on the exhaust, and I ended last night, still having to do this side, and I just ordered a 15-degree elbow here to be able to get it to mount right. Of course, Advance didn't have it, so I ordered one online, but I might go to see like at Napa, or I think there's an exhaust place down the road from where I work, and see if they have something for that. And then also I showed previously that I got Jordan slotted rotors, so I was just kind of threw them up to see what it looked like, and they look really, really nice. So I just thought maybe I'd start cleaning stuff up. But I got the rotors. They need wiped down a little bit. I mean, they got a little bit of surface rust on them. And then I took the brake caliper, or I guess the brake caliper bracket, and I painted that. And you can see here, I just used some paint I had the engine around. It was actually engine paint. It's like a dark gray. Here's the color of it. This was actually the color I was going to use for the Buick Regal in a couple months ago. That was actually last year that I had that car. So I just painted this, just letting it dry here. I taped, there's 2 boots, so I taped those up. So, I mean, I'm just doing little things, and I'm going to go tomorrow and get the paint I need for the actual caliper. I just have it hanging. There's no worries there. It has the e-brake cable attached, so it's not like it's putting any stress on the actual rubber line there. So, and then hopefully I can get this exhaust fixed on this side, and I got to make the S bend here to hold the tip on, and then this will be done for the exhaust anyways for right now. I don't really see changing the exhaust after this. I'm pretty happy with it. It sounds really good. I was just changing things up. I always like the Magnaflow sound. Flowmaster isn't too bad, but I had the Magnaflow on the white one, and it just sounded so good, and I just had to put it back on. And the tips, there are 3.5-inch tips versus the 2.5-inch Flowmaster tips, so I'm hoping it sounds good. And then my grandpa, he's 86 years old. He has a yellow convertible 1998 Cobra, has like 42,000 original miles on it, bone stock, and he's been bugging me for a month or so to put a catback exhaust on it. So probably do a video of that car here coming up, and just kind of pull it in here and then throw the exhaust from that on it, and just kind of do a before and after and kind of just go over it. I mean, it's an immaculate shape. I think he's the second owner. Had it for about 8 years, and I'm gonna try to probably buy it whenever he goes to sell it. It's just, I think he's put probably 700-800 miles on it since he's owned it. He just kind of uses it as a Sunday car. He takes it on Sundays every once in a while when it's really nice out, and but it'd be nice to have that thing. So I'm gonna mess around a little bit more with this, but just kind of wanted to give you an update on it. I'll kind of touch base with you when this paint dries. Maybe I'll throw this on here just to give you an idea what it's going to look like, and see if this color is not dark enough. I was trying to go for a darker gray, just to almost match the car paint, and then do like a burnt orange caliper. That was my kind of thoughts on it. I know like some of the Brembo brakes I think are orange, and I just always think that it'll look really good with this gray. So that's my plan for this. So I'm going to stop it here, and I'm going to probably go inside and get a drink, and then I'll come back out and see, hopefully things are dry enough that I can kind of mount it a little bit and show you what this looks like. So let's go for it. Hey guys, there you go. You can see it. I just threw it on here quick. It's still a little tacky, but I just threw it on and put the bolts on quick. You can see it's pretty close to the right color that I was going for. I think it's going to work, but I think I'm going to take it back off, this back off here, and I'm going to take the dust shield off and just paint that. And eventually I'm going to put in some lower control arms, and then I can take off the quad shock. And there's actually a bracket here as well that I can remove. I also thought it was pretty interesting. I didn't really realize this, that they actually have a bracket here on the back of the brake caliper. I guess just to help support it. And it's actually, I don't know if anybody ever seen that, or maybe this is aftermarket or what, but never seen that before. So I was just kind of shocked to see it. Maybe it's just a support piece or something, who knows, but was surprised to see that. But eventually I'd like to take this off and paint this back in here and just kind of clean stuff up. I know the exhaust is all rusted up and everything, so kind of have to live with that, I guess. I guess I could sand it all down, scuff it up, and then paint it, but the paint's just going to peel off and it's going to look crappy again. So figured I'll just let it go, and then eventually, maybe down the road, I'll get a new exhaust system, cat back, like a new Magnaflow or something. Or if I can find one that's used, I'll do that. But for right now, I think I'm just going to leave it the way it is. But do definitely want to get new control arms. I was looking at the JBA lower control arms. They're adjustable on the one end. I don't want to get too crazy. I know in the past I've had Team Z full rear suspension on my 03 Cobra, and that was awesome. I just don't want to go full solid mounts. I still want to do polyurethane. I want it to ride semi decent. Don't want it to be too freaking stiff that it's kind of a pain to drive. But I think just the polyurethane will definitely help, just stiffen things up and help with the wheel hop. So definitely at least help plant the tires. Since I did put these tires on, I know I did a quick little pull with the old tires, and it would just spin. I could spin third gear. Definitely at the top end, it would blow the tires off in third, and it was a little sketchy. Now, once I get these tires heated up, I do a quick little pull in second. I might blow the tires off, and then the next pull I hit, it'll do a almost dead hook. So I think it's pretty good. And then once I get the strange shocks on the back here, it'll definitely ride a lot better, and it'll definitely help with getting this thing to hook better. So. But I'm getting pretty tickled. I think these brakes are really going to help. I need to clean these up. They do have like a little bit of surfaced stuff on them, so need to clean that up and get that going. So really starting to get pretty happy with this. You can see there's the old brake. It wasn't too bad, but definitely was in need of some upgraded brakes, especially for anything over 500 horse. You definitely want to make sure that things are up to par. So got that going. Got a couple things coming in the mail, so I'm really excited to get that stuff in. Hey guys, just wanted to do a quick recap. So I got pretty much everything done. I still need a little bit of exhaust pipe for the catback on the driver's side, so I'm going to get that hopefully this week. And then I'm going to throw that piece on my wife's car hopefully tomorrow, and button up the brakes and get some paint for that. So got a lot of stuff in store this week for you guys, so hopefully that goes all smoothly, and then I can get the exhaust buttoned up and then do a sound comparison on the Flowmaster versus the Magnaflow, going from like the old school Flowmaster sound to the more modern day Magnaflow sound. So hopefully things go good, and we'll see what we can come up with. So nice. Hopefully you guys like the video. Please subscribe and stay tuned for more videos to come. So have a good one. Bye.